Well, hello there and welcome back to the Hull City Fan Central YouTube channel, where today we do suffer another loss. Yes, it's another loss at home. It's getting a bit frustrating now, isn't it? That's another loss at home, and it makes it 6 games in a row without picking up a win. So our form has dipped off from this very fantastic start with the first few games, but within these past 6 games, it's been looking very, very bad, especially with these last 3 or 4 performances where we haven't been looking creative enough, we haven't been looking positive enough, and we're just lacking something in every area of the field, and it just feels so frustrating because there is nothing able to be done because none of the players are there, set and everything. It's not what you want to be seeing, is it? I've got to say, there's a few standout performances, I'll come to them in a bit, but it's a 3-0 loss at the end of the day. We've lost at home two out of 2 home games in the past week or so, where we've lost. We've got to go away to Cardiff, to Swansea, sorry, on Saturday and pick up 3 points at least. I'll be happy with the point if we do pick up one against Swansea. But we desperately, we need 3 points. We don't need a point, we need 3. Especially after this poor form in the most recent run of games. Pretty much stemming from the West Brom away game where we lost 5-2. It's stemming from there where our problems have been. And I think that we're lacking in every area of the field. I'm going to move on to that now. Goalkeeper. I mean, Matt Ingram. I think it is time to switch it up. I was debating whether it for this game. I thought Shotta would have gone with Ingram, and he did. I think Baxter. I mean, disagree with me, but I think Baxter. It's just Ingram's. He's a solid keeper. He's had a great season. He had a great last season as well. So did Baxter, though. Baxter, he is a fantastic keeper. And I just think, give him a chance. There's weak shots that Ingram's letting in. I understand their second goal, the third goal, sorry. Yeah, that one, okay, understandable, you didn't get to it. But the second one especially, and also the first one, got to be doing better. I think that he's good at pulling out amazing stops. He is. We've seen it in the season already. We've seen it in the games where we've picked up wins, where we've picked up narrow draws. We've seen him pulling out amazing stops. But he just hasn't been consistent enough for me. He's been doing these amazing things, but the basics has not been there for me. The second goal, all he had to do was just getting a little touch on it, and he failed on that. He failed on a little touch. And if that second goal hadn't gone in, this would have been a completely different story. We would have been 1-0 down coming into half-time. Maybe the boys would have been a bit more fired up. Oh, we're only 1 goal down, We can go out here, get something, more creativity, more pressing, more attack. But no, we're 2-0 down going into the second half. There is a bit of that reluctancy there. I feel the problem stems from Ingram. It moves throughout the pitch. It's not all Ingram's fault. But yeah, Alfie Jones, another diabolical game, another vile game. I did not want to see him play in this game. He's had a poor performance in the past. I mean, it's been stemming from the West Brom game again. Everything's stemming from there. But Alfie Jones, I feel bad for Sean McLaughlin. He's been spending his time on the bench. He's been waiting to come on and make an appearance. He's been fantastic in the times when we have called him on him this season, coming off the bench, and also in that Carabao Cup game against Bradford. He's been fantastic. Get rid of Alfie Jones for at least 1 game. It's all we need to do, just to change it up a bit. We're going with the same thing. And it's something that we saw with Grant McCann. He's sticking with his guns. I get that. Stick with your players that you have the most faith in. But Sean McLaughlin, you got to feel bad for him. He's watching these 3 centre-backs in this case today, watching them, and I mean, Tobias, yes, he's picked up form in this game. Jacob Greaves, as usual. But Alfie Jones just... Sean McLaughlin can do a far better job than that. I mean, Alfie Jones can do a far better job than what he did in the past few games, but give Sean McLaughlin a chance on Saturday. I think that he will surprise you, Shotter. He will surprise you. And he's the player that we're missing there. If Alfie Jones is not going to be doing as well as he was at the start of the season, filling in for Seri, then give him a miss. He's not guaranteed a spot, especially now that we have this massive squad rotation in. No player's guaranteed a spot. It's a thing that you need to learn. Moving into midfield, I mean, Seri, he's a fantastic player. He's been moving around, creating different opportunities. Fantastic. I felt Tufan, not his best game, but he's just coming out of injury, still working on it, and I think that, yeah, he's got something still lining up in the locker, coming out. Midfield, yeah, not really lacking, to be fair. I felt Pelkas, as soon as he came on, you could just see the creativity. He was making moves. I think one of his first touches on the ball was a whole manoeuvre around two defenders, which led on to Oscar Stupinian making a shot. I believe it was on target. That's the creativity that we need. Cyrus Christie, when he came on towards the end of the game, he was making moves. His first few touches were actually few advantage touches where we was getting crosses into the box, shots on target, shots off target. And it was making creativity. This creativity is what we was lacking from the start. We've been lacking from the start in the past few games. We've been lacking from the start, I think, all season. It's not a recent development where we've been coming out first 10, 15 minutes, we have been poor. I think that, I don't know how many games it has been, but where in the first 10, 15 minutes, we have conceded a goal, or we've definitely looked the weaker of the sides. In this game, we really shouldn't be the weaker of the sides. We've got the home crowd. We've got the home advantage. We've got, I know a lot of players still injured, but we've got a basis of a first-team squad now. How long can these excuses go on for? It is just not acceptable. The creativity is there. The creativity tonight was on the bench for some reason. We had two players come on and make an impact on the game instantly. I mean, Tyler Smith, he might as well not have even turned up tonight if he wasn't going to put in the effort that some of the players that came on for 20 minutes were. Just unacceptable. I won't put a shadow on Estupinian's name, especially after today, him picking up Championship Player of the Month for last month, but he just was getting no coverage. The only few balls that he was getting in, he wasn't able to convert. I get that. It's hard being a striker, especially a lone striker, when you've got not that much happening creativity around you. So you can't really put a shadow on his name. But it's just unacceptable. The players need to have a strong look at themselves. I felt Coyle put out a bit of a better performance, but Elder, he just dropped off. I was singing his praises yesterday in the prediction video, if you saw that, from his performance from the Sheffield United game, but he might as well not turned up. I'm absolutely baffled on how we've gone from the start where we was top of the table, was thinking, oh, this is the season, we've finally got an owner that cares, we've finally got a manager who understands the squad, we've finally got a squad that we can actually get happy about, and now we're looking like we're on relegation form. It just baffles me how this can happen. Something needs to happen before Saturday, and something needs to seriously happen very, very quick. So please like and subscribe to see more Hull City content like this. I will have a prediction and reaction video coming out for the weekend's games, and a bit of extra information and news throughout the week if anything does come out. But this has been the Hull City Fan Central YouTube channel. Goodbye.